What's going on? One thing on this channel, I'm gonna let you guys get to know a lot about me and stuff that I do in my personal life. One thing I am is super cheap. I'm an extreme cheapskate to an extent. Um, and I feel that's one thing, man, that you gotta cut corners. If y'all ever hang around the rich or somebody that got money, one thing you notice, they are very cheap. They're very cheap because they put their money in places that counts. Put your money in stocks and bonds. I hate when we constantly talking about what we got and we got it. If you ain't got $10,000 in the bank, you ain't got it. If you ain't got real estate, you ain't got it. Home that you own, home that you rent out, punching your own clock, stocks and bonds, mutual funds, life insurance. That's when you have it. You punching your own clock. Till then, you ain't got it. Man, and we got to learn. I think my mother was, she had to be cheap. My mother and father, they had to cut corners when they can. It's a way to do more with less. What's up, y'all? Say what's up when y'all come in and hit that like button when y'all come in. Uh, it's a way to have fun. It's a way to get more with less, man. Somebody was just telling me, um, a cat in the Navy, he was saying, man, he's seen real slums. And it's South America, man, they living in for real poverty. Talking eating rats and roaches, man, for meals. That's, man, and man, we living like kings here. Even the poor. Even the poor is eating. What's up, Hips daughter? Peace, peace. Um, I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of shows I'm gonna do today, man. Today, I used to run the streets, man. Friday night, Saturday night, man. Go to the sports bar. Um, Go to a sports bar at night, Friday night, Saturday night. Have a drink. My homegirl just called me, asked me did I want to have a drink. I'm good right now. Uh, One thing I am though, there's way to cut corners. My sister, she'll go in Walmart, she sees something, she grab it. She don't look at prices, don't matter what it is. She want it, she got it. Go to a restaurant or something, she want it, she buy it. And one thing we got to do is set ourselves up for success first. And one thing way we can do that is start out with getting life insurance first. Start out with stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Tie up your money first, then manage it. Put all your money in good places. Fix your credit. Credit is very important, man. They robbing us. Understand this. When you get a mortgage, if you get I think it's a 3.25 interest rate versus a 4.25 interest rate, you're paying like $30,000 more. $30,000 more. And most of us are getting interest rate worse than that. You know what they do, man? They live together. They live with their family members. They work. They save up that money. They buy a house cash. I think that I was talking to one of my homegirls that once you're forced to do better, you do better. Yes, life insurance, home insurance, rental insurance, very important. Right? I was thinking about this. Once you're forced to do better, you do better. Let's say if banks stop giving loans and we were forced to live together and buy our homes cash. Because let me tell y'all something. For a $50,000 house, we spending $200,000. You know what you could do with that extra $150,000 in 30 years? Do you know how much we getting robbed for our cars? Especially in a house or student loans. So, what if they took out bank loans and we just had to buy our houses cash? Because face it, man, that's what they do, man. When they cross that border, they live with their family, 4, 5, and that's something we ain't willing to do is sacrifice. We ain't willing to sacrifice one day. Nope. If you was to tell us, hey, look, man, why don't you sit down for a year, sacrifice this year, next year you'll never have to work again. You know what we'll say? Nope. I'd rather live mediocre and then to sacrifice a year of my life. And that's something we never thought of. And to do is to sacrifice. And one thing we're going to have to do. That's why I say I have no pity for us, man, because we ain't willing to sacrifice. Um, and that's another thing about jealousy and envy, man, with that Nip situation. We ain't seen Nip struggle, Nip Hustle struggle. You know, everybody got to struggle, man. Some people, man, slapping their cars for 3 years. Sylvester Stallone, man, Stallone lived in Hollywood, slept out his car for 3 years. A lot of people with success stories did the same thing, slept in their car 3-4 years at a time to get to where they at now. And that's something you got to understand, man. You paid your dues, man. It's like an internship. You work for free for a year, but you get to put that on your resume. You may get a job at $80,000, $90,000 a year off that 1 year working for free. But that's the same as the streets too. That's the same in the streets and entrepreneurship. When you start a business, understand you're going to lose money for the first 3 years. If you don't have a business now, start one. If you don't have a business now, now's the time to start one. And now's the time to support it. It's now or never. Man, 4 young girls were just gunned down in Chicago. Nobody caught. The city of Chicago got less than a 15% clearance rate. 15%. Those detectives should be fired. Waco, Texas, they killed 9 people. Nobody went to jail. Nobody. If y'all don't follow I got a Stocks and Bonds channel too. I got a link on my channel, on this channel, that I talk about stocks and bonds under the weed stock investor. I invest in weed stocks, so what I gotta look up and learn, I just put it on a YouTube video and try to teach you guys. If you don't learn about weed stocks, learn about marijuana stocks now. They hidden. Trump about to legalize it in 2020. Illinois is about to be legal in 2020. A lot of weed stock is affordable now. Buy it while you can. Get into mutual funds. Set your kids up because they giving their kids houses, businesses, money, and we passing down our children nothing. We passing down what really worth it? Marijuana stocks or stocks and bonds? Like, hey, excuse me, what do you have in stocks and bonds? Oh, I got 500 for my retirement. Oh, I got $1 million for my retirement. We have zero. We have zero. We have no property, no land, trust funds too. Is it worth it? Absolutely, weed stock is worth it. I just invested in Cresco Labs in December. Understand them. They went public and invest that much though. I knew it hit Cresco Labs. Look it up. They triple in 3 months. And they constantly going up $1 every day. I could have tripled my money. Let's say if I put $2,000 into it. And yeah, once legalized Cresco Labs, I bought them at $4. They at $12.50 right now, or $12.90. They went up to $13. They're gonna be a $50 stock. If I would have put $100,000, and I ain't got that type of money, but I put $300 on them. And I should have put $2,000 on them, which I was gonna do. Oh damn. And Cresco Labs tripled. In fact, I watched from last year, December, every weed stock go up, 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 up. There's a guy I know, man, he buy like thousands of shares at a time. So when he bought 1,000 shares of Cresco, when it went to 13, he made $13,000 profit within from his $4 to what's that? 4 or 6. He made $9,000 in 3 months on one stock. Absolutely. Is it worth it? Yes. We should be putting in money, investments every month. He do a drip program where he invests $100 a month and they reinvest. It's called a direct reinvestment program. Drip. To where you invest in stocks that have dividends and they reinvest your dividends and you put $100 a month into them stocks. Yes, every one of us, because every one of them got stocks and bonds that double, triple. Because in a bank, it ain't making no money. And stocks and bonds is doubling, it's tripling. My daughter got a trust fund. It went from 2,000 to 6,000. Her mother's mother worked for a law firm that knew about mutual funds. So it's like a college mutual fund. So when she get 18, she'll have like $50,000. And we ain't got to invest a dime more. But what I'm saying is that that's something we don't know about. Once you hang